Hello everyone, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Jerome Strickland channel. I'd like to welcome everybody back. We're out here in the fresh air, in the beautiful sunshine. I'm looking at that tree out there, enjoying ourselves, enjoying being with ourselves, enjoying being with the higher self, the God within, that which cannot be named. I think if you can put a name and a title on it, then it greatly diminishes the God or the one that you are seeking. You know, some people like to put names and titles on things, which I'm not knocking that, but I think you should set your intention to all that is good, right, and true. I know I don't expect everybody to agree with that, but that's the way I do it. I set my intention because when you put a name and a title on something, to me it seems to take away from it. But I'm out here in nature, and for some reason I love the fresh air and I love being out in nature, but sometimes it affects my allergies when I'm out here. It's kind of an oxymoron. I come out here so I can breathe better, but sometimes it affects my allergies. So y'all excuse me if I'm snorting and all this other stuff, but it's just part of it. I don't allow that to stop me. I don't allow that to not cause me to have confidence to make a video. But I wanted to look at the beautiful ducks over there. Oh, those are geese. I think those are ducks. Oh, they might be geese. They sound like geese. Cause ducks quack, geese honk. But anyway, I'm out here. I want to make another video, and I just kind of like share some of my thoughts and wisdom with you. I could thank everybody for coming back to my channel. I'd like to thank all of the light beings out there, all the enlightened ones, all the awakened ones out there that are walking your path. You're not trying to walk somebody else's path. You're not trying to walk my path. I'm not trying to walk your path. I'm not trying to be a leader and a guru and all this other stuff. I simply do this to share my thoughts, and I look at other people's videos that share their thoughts, and I think that's what it's all about. The light beings, the high vibration or high frequency beings, the ones that are in touch with the God within, sharing their viewpoints and their thoughts, and you'd be surprised how much you can help people just by sharing your thoughts. You don't have to be a guru or some sort of person that sit on a hill somewhere, meditating all day. You can just be someone that has experienced some things and learned some things and understand some things, have some insight on things. Somebody that has went inwardly and has been revealed some things. And see, the more you reveal the things that you have inwardly and share those things, those are greater than anything you could give somebody. That's great. That's greater than money. It's greater. It's the inward help to help someone inwardly. That's the greatest help you could give someone. It's helping someone inwardly. That's what it's about. And so that's what I do. I'm not trying to be this this great person that everybody look up to and talk about and go viral and all this other stuff. Like I said, if I go viral, great. If I don't, I enjoy doing this for the sake of doing it, and that's all the reward. I don't know why I always hold my camera up high. I know y'all be saying, why is he holding it? He's not a great cameraman, is he? But anyway, yeah, I do that, and so this is what I do. This is what brings me joy. This is what brings me happiness. This is what brings me love. This is what brings me peace. And sure enough, when I start talking, here's somebody just pulled up right there. I don't know what it is about this matrix. No matter where you go, it seems like you can be out in the woods by yourself and somebody always seems to pull up. I don't know if it's like I said, if it's just coincidence or on purpose. But every time I start making a video, I always get this somebody either walking towards me or pulling up, stopping, and all this other stuff. I don't know if it's a program in the Matrix that just tries to make you feel uneasy, but that's water under the bridge. That's water under the bridge. But anyway, I want to get to my real subject at hand. I want to talk about the building blocks of the soul. It's important that we know the building blocks of the soul. And so I heard this in religious circles many years ago, that the soul is the mind, the will, and the emotions. The mind, the will, and the emotions. And of course the Akash began to open up the books, the metaphysical books to me as I began to meditate on this. And as I was meditating on how important the soul is, hanging on to your soul, a lot of people are letting their souls go. Either they're getting their souls taken or they're giving their soul away. And I want to talk about how important it is to hang on to your soul. Yes, I want to talk about how important it is to hang on to your soul. It is very important that you hang on to your soul. Don't give your soul away. Don't sell your soul. And don't let anyone take your soul. Apparently the soul is a very valuable thing. People try to get you to give it to them. People try to take it from you. People will even try to get you to sell it. So what is the value of the soul? It is your mind, your will, and your emotion. It is your etheric energy. It is the part of you that exists along with your spirit, mind, body, and soul, or spirit, body, and soul. The spirit lives forever, but the soul, I feel like the soul is the one that kind of like holds the hand of the spirit. You know, the spirit is walking, like I'm walking through these trees right now. See, I'm walking, the spirit is walking through eternity. And the soul is walking behind spirit. And it's holding spirit's hand as it guides through eternity on its way to evolvement. And so that to me is what the soul is. And so the mind, the will, and the emotions. Yes, your mind. And I have to give some analogies here, because you have to hang on to your mind. Your will has to be going in the right direction, and you have to be in control of your emotions. Yes. Okay, let me give you an example of someone's soul being taken. There's many examples. Here's one. Say you're driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off. And they cut you off in traffic. They cause you to hit your brakes. Everything in your car go flying because you had to slam on your brakes. And now this person has taken your mind. This person has taken your mind. And so you say to yourself, I'm gonna ride up there and I'm gonna cut this person off the way they cut me off. And so now at this point, this person, now you have interjected your will into it. Now you went from mind, you went from thinking about it. See, this person, when that person cut you off, they got you thinking about it. They got your mind. Now you trying to cut them off the way they cut you off. Now they have your will. You have interjected your will into the situation. And so you're riding up there and you're trying to catch up to them so you can cut them off the way they cut you off. So now you have interjected your will. And just before you can catch up to them, they turn off somewhere. Now you're all upset and angry and mad and frustrated. Now you are emotional. Now you are in emotion. That car just took your mind, your will, and your emotions. Technically, in that split second, that car, for whether on purpose or by accident or for whatever reason, has taken your soul. It's taking a piece of your soul. It's taking your mind, it got you thinking about it. It took your will, it got you to act upon it. And it took your emotions. Now you're emotional about it. Where you direct your mind, where you direct your will, where you direct your emotions, is where you would direct your life. And too many people are directing our minds, our wills, and our emotions in the things that serve us, that does not serve us. Your mind, your will, and your emotions. So you have to be cognizant of this. You have to understand this, that your mind, you have to protect your mind. You have to protect where your mind goes. You have to be cognizant and be aware of where your mind goes. Because where your mind goes, your will, the will part of you is going to follow. Whatever you're thinking about, that's what you're going to, whatever your the dominant thought, that's what you're going to act upon, whether it be positive or negative, whether it be right or wrong, whether it be good or bad. Yes. So what you're thinking about, you're going to act upon. That's your will. And when you act upon it, now you emotionally invested in it. And so if you want to create, I deal with mostly the law of attraction and creating your reality. That's what my channel is about. I talk about other things. I talk about some political things. I talk about issues that's going on in the world. And sometimes I really don't want to talk about that, but sometimes you have to address certain things. But my real reason for creating this channel, my real reason for coming out here in nature and speaking to y'all is because I want to create a better life for myself, and I want to create a better life for other people. And it starts where? Within. It starts in your mind, and then it trickles down to your will, and whatever the outcome is going to be in your emotions. When you try to do something, it's in your emotions. For example, another analogy is this. You see, just say a young man sees a young lady. She's very attractive to him. So now, what? She's on his mind. So he decides he wants to go up and maybe ask her out on a date. You know, he's a gentleman, so he's gonna, ask her out on a date. He's gonna approach her very respectfully, and maybe give her a couple of compliments. Respectful compliments, not no, you know what I mean? No, and then maybe strike up, ask her name. The normal stuff. You know, and so now his will is to ask that young lady out to, dinner or to coffee or whatever, and and so that's where, and he goes up there, and so he asked the young lady, say, would you like to go out to dinner or coffee? I'd like to get to know you better or whatever, and she gets rejected. She says, no, I got a boyfriend. No, I'm busy. No, thank you. Okay, now he walks away all distraught. He starts feeling bad about himself. He starts, now you see how the mind, the will, and the emotion, she was on his mind. He interjected his will by going to talk to her. And now he's distraught. Now his emotions is involved. And it goes, and if it went the other way, if she'd have accepted, he still would have been happy. He would have been like, oh, great, that's great. Thanks for, thank you for accepting, something like that, And so he would have been happy for that. He would have felt good about himself. Maybe he can embark on a beautiful relationship with this human being. And so, what I'm getting at is this: as you travel through this life, and like I said, you're holding hands. Your soul is holding hands with your spirit. Look at those geese over there. Your soul is holding hands with. As you trek through this life, you have to be cognizant of where your mind goes, what your effort is, where your will goes, and what your emotions are upon. What your emotions are upon. Don't have your mind on things that are not spiritual, that are not eternal, that are not inward, and not doing the will of God. Your mind should be up on this type of stuff, not on Facebook and Instagram and TV and news and world events and all the stuff that's going on in the world. Yeah, know about it, but don't put your mind up on it. And see, like people allow fear to get in their life, their mind is on what's going on. So now their will is injected. So they putting on gloves and masks and all this other stuff and trying to stay away from other people. Now their will is injected. Now they're distraught because the world has changed from what they used to. Now their emotions and that the world, this whole situation has taken their soul. And that's what this video is about. Don't allow your soul to be taken. You got people that sell their soul just to be famous, which to me is borderline or all the way insanity. Why would you do that? Who in their right mind would sell their mind, their will, and their emotion? So the entertainment industry or whatever says give us your mind, your will, and your emotions. No. I'm hanging on to the only one my mind and my will and my emotions belong to is the God within, the spirit. All that is good, right, and true, that which cannot be named. But if I had to put a name on, I would say God. Yes, the God within. Some people say one guy he was real big on Yeshua, so I can say Yeshua. Whatever that is good, right, and true in your life. Don't give your soul to something that's not good. What is that? What is the outcome of that? What would be the outcome of that? And I was at a place the other day. I stopped in to get some spring water, and I met a group, a handful of awakened people there, and we had a great time. We talked about a lot of things that were going on in the world, and we talked about a lot of events. And I wanted to say that to say this: my soul was my soul was happy in that situation because I was around like-minded people. We was talking about even though we didn't agree on everything, I still enjoyed the conversation. I still enjoyed seeing their viewpoint. I still enjoyed, one guy he talked about Yeshua and all of this, and I haven't really studied that. I just know that I have a God within me, and that's where I go. I go inward and I search, and I don't search, but I go to where He is, the inner court, the Holy of Holies. When it talks about the outer court, the inner court, and the Holy of Holies, it's talking about going within you. The Holy of Holies is where God lives within you. The outer court is this outer world. The inner court is within your mind. But if you go into the Holy of Holies, that's where God lives within you. And so that's the way I live my life. God lives within me. God speaks through me. God sees through me. That which cannot be named. But so I can, put a title on it so people can better understand what I'm trying to say, I'll say God. I'll say the universe. I'll say all that is good, right, and true. I'll say source. I don't get into these titles too much. You set your intention. And if you know if your intentions are good, if your intentions are speaking to someone that is good, why do you need to put a title or a name on it? So you can feel better, so you can feel like you ain't accidentally talking to the wrong thing. If you set your intention, you will know within yourself. These geese, I'm looking at these ducks. These geese. They cool. I'm gonna come out here with some bread and just feed these guys one day. I guess we can feed them. I don't know. Some parks have rules where you can't feed them, but I don't see why not. They might start a little frenzy out here, but they cool. Man, they living a good life. Look at these geese right here. Look at these geese. Look at these geese. Them guys are living. They ain't worrying about nothing. They ain't watching CNN. They ain't on no social media. They chill on the beach for a little while. They eat a little grass or little food particles off the ground. Then they go for a nice little swim. And that's pretty. And then if they want to go out and say, let's go fly, they can go fly over the whole lake and get a nice view. They can go fly over the whole lake and get a nice view. They living a good life. They can go swimming. They can chill on the beach. They can go for a nice little fly. You know, they can take flight and go somewhere. They hang with their family oriented. They hanging with each other. Ain't nobody arguing. I mean, they might have a little scuffle every now and then over a piece of food or something. But for the most part, they chilling with each other. Look at him. He's sitting down chilling. He's sitting down chilling by the tree. I ain't saying I wish I was them, but we can take a lesson from these geese right here. They're family oriented. They hanging together. They swimming. They chilling by the lake. In a way, their life is a lot better than some of these people's lives. Yes. I don't want to hold y'all too long, but I'm talking about the mind, the will, and the emotions. It's directing your mind, your will, and your emotions. Yeah, and hanging on to your soul. Don't let someone take your soul. Don't give your soul to someone. And definitely don't sell your soul. Hang on to your soul, your mind. Keep your mind with God. Keep your mind centered and balanced. Yes. So many people are allowing their soul to be taken right now. You see people riding down the street, masks hanging from the. Used to see people have incense or, scents or little tree stuff hanging from their rearview mirror. Now all you see is people got masks hanging from the rearview mirror. People have allowed their soul to be taken, just like that. And it may seem like you're the only one that can see through this, that understand, that know a lot of stuff that's going on. There's some old ladies chilling on the beach over there. I don't know if y'all can see them. Old ladies chilling on the beach over there. I guess they living a good life. They retired. I think they looking at me trying to see, what is that guy doing over there? Look, the thing is, when you out here doing something, as long as I'm not bothering you, don't bother me. But I do get a lot of looks when I be making these videos because the people are trying to figure out what I'm doing because it's an unusual thing, But I like coming out in nature in the fresh air. Sometimes, like I said, it bothers my allergies, but I don't care. I don't care. I love it. I love it out here. I love the trees. I love the trees. I love the ground. I love the ground. I love the trees. I like the geese out here. I like the wind. I love looking out over the water. It's beautiful out here. It's the best tension reliever. You people going to the drugstore and Walmart getting all these tension relievers or whatever. It's the best tension reliever you can ever get right here. But I want to talk to y'all about hanging on to your soul. People are allowing their soul. A lot of these celebrities did contract, did all kind of rituals and stupid stuff. Basically, I mean, I just don't understand why somebody would do that. I don't want to know why somebody would do that. But hang on to your soul. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hang on to your mind. Hang on to where you direct your will. And then even your emotions. Emotions are not bad. Showing emotion is not bad. Showing emotion is good. And those ladies swimming in the water over there. See? They chilling. They in the water swimming. So, and one way to hang on to your mind, your will, and your emotion is by going within. By getting out in nature. By being with yourself. Loving yourself. And having love in your heart. Yes. Being pure of heart. Being connected to source or the God within. Yes. That is, you thinking about, what are you thinking about? What are you directing your energy? What makes you emotional? Some people get emotional over some post that was posted about them. Or, I don't like, even with these videos, I don't get emotional over these videos because I really, in the grand scheme of things, make these videos for myself. I just share them with you. I'm my own biggest fan. I watch my own videos. About half of my views on my videos is me watching my own videos. And I'm okay with that. Boy, that lady's way out there. Hope I guess she's a good swimmer. I mean, she way out there in the deep. Both of them ladies way out there. But anyway, yes. Yes. So the lesson today is don't give your soul away. See, right now these people are giving their soul away. They ain't selling their soul. They giving it away by their will and their emotions. What they talking about? They're talking about it like it's real. You would be at work, you be standing around the water cooler or in the break room, and then people be talking, you hear people in the background talking about it like it's real. They talking about it like it's real. I believe that's the Matrix trying to plant a seed in your head, trying to make you think, well, maybe it is real. No. Go to the God within. Search your intuition. Don't let this, whatever these, I don't want to get into that, but don't let them have your soul. Don't let them get you to thinking about it. When they get you to thinking about it, you're gonna act on it. When you act on it, you're going to get emotionally invested. And once you do all three of these, they have taken your soul. Once they get you to thinking about it, once they get you to act on it, and once you become emotionally invested in it, that's when you have taken your soul. That's when they have taken your, no matter what it is, whether it be on your job, whether it be in a sport game. This is why people talk trash. They talk trash because they try to get you to think about it. Then they want you to act on it, and you act out of character. And then when things don't go how you want them to go, you become emotional. And the person standing over there laughing, and they receive that energy, that loosh from you because from taking your soul. So I say to myself, no, you cannot have my soul. No, I'm not going to sit here and think about you and think about what you're trying to do to me. I'm not going to sit here and act out of character because I'm thinking about what you're trying to do. I'm not going to get emotionally involved over something that is nonsense, that's not going to help me evolve. It's not going to help me evolve and make me a better person. It's not going to bring me closer to God. It's not going to allow me to help other people. It's just causing me emotional distress. And this is where sicknesses and disease and virus and all this other stuff comes from. Your emotion. People wearing masks, depleting their energy, depleting their oxygen. Did you know there is a lung condition called hypoxia that you can get from wearing a mask? And in a lot of ways, it's worse than a virus. It creates a lining inside of your stomach, inside of your lungs, and it's the equivalent of putting your mouth over the tailpipe of a car and letting the car run. Now, it's not to that extent, but it's the same thing with that mask on. Breathing in that mask for long periods of time, you might as well put your mouth over a tailpipe and let the car run. Somebody says, no way, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put my mouth over a tailpipe and while the car is running. But basically, when you're wearing that mask for long periods of time, any period of time, that's what you're doing. Your gastrointestines, your inner, you have to exhale carbon monoxide. Just like a car exhales carbon monoxide out of the tailpipe. You inhale fresh air and you exhale carbon monoxide. And so, it's the same thing. Also, you're wearing this mask, you might as well be breathing, excuse me for my vulgarity, but you might be breathing in your own farts. When I see people wearing that mask, I say that man or that woman, he's breathing in his own farts. She's breathing in her own farts, wearing that mask. But then that is a sign, people wearing these masks is a sign that their soul has been taken. And it hasn't been taken, they've given their soul away. they've given their soul away. People that are acquiescing, people that are talking about this stuff like it's real. They're trying to get you to give. They want misery loves company. They want you to be in fear like them. This is the real reason that in a lot of these companies that they require you to wear a mask. And another reason is a lot of these companies, they're on a different dynamic. They have to. A lot of these higher ups in these companies know exactly that it's fake. They know it's fake, but the thing is, they have to give this appearance of like they care about their customers and they care about their employees. We care about our customers. We care about our employees. So therefore, we are requiring all associates and customers wear masks inside of our establishment. No, they don't. They don't care nothing about you. They just trying to give. They're trying to give an appearance like they care. They don't believe it any more than because all you got to do is look at the facts and look at the inconsistencies. Look at the facts and inconsistencies. You have to be a monkey not to see that this is. You have to be a capuchin monkey not to see that this is not. Something's not right with all of this. You have to be a chimpanzee, a monkey, an ape, or something. Even an ape could look at this and say, "This ain't right. Something's funky about this. It's a funky Cone Medina right here." But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to end this video. I just wanted to talk to y'all about the soul. The soul is very important. The soul is very important. Look at that Gatorade bottle. Some people probably saw that Gatorade bottle, they think it's mine. But see, the Gatorade bottle, it looks so out of place. That's what you are. This Gatorade bottle looks so out of place out here. And so that's why a lot of people that they feel out of place. They feel out of place. This Gatorade bottle out here in nature, somebody left it on this table. They're probably sitting out here drinking. But they feel so out of place in this world. They feel out of place in their work environment. They feel out of place in society. They feel out of place in life. And this whole entire, I told somebody the other day, this whole entire reality, not only what's going on is a psyop, but this whole entire reality seems like a psyop, a big psychological operation. From the time you're born to the time all your life, something's messing with your mind. Something's trying to take your soul. Something's trying to get your mind, your will, and your emotions. Isn't it? Ask yourself, every day I wake up, something's trying to play with my mind, trying to get me to think about it, trying to anchor me down in my mind, and then it's trying to get me to act on what I'm thinking about, and then it's trying to get me emotional. But I say to you today, hang on to your soul. Do not let this matrix have your soul. Get out in nature, walk around, reconnect with the God within source. Yes, and be happy. Do affirmations, meditate, love yourself. And do not allow this matrix, this world, this big psychological operation that we live in called a matrix, take your soul. It wants your soul. Your soul is very valuable. Do not let it allow it. Can you imagine your soul walking through life, walking through these trees, and it's holding hands with your spirit, and some come and snatch your soul away from your spirit. Now you're separated. Your soul and your spirit is separated. That's a horrible, terrible, awful place to be in. Anyway, my battery is getting low. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. Don't allow this matrix. Don't allow these low frequency beings. Don't allow these entities, these archons and these chatahuris to take your soul, to get you in a low frequency and take your soul. No. 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 Fight for your soul. Hang on to spirit, because that's what God is. God is a spirit. And if you're going to walk with God, you got to be in spirit and truth. Hang on to your spirit. As the spirit walks you through life, your higher self is walking with you through life. It's holding your hand. Hang on. Keep your hand in the hand of spirit. Keep your hand in the hand of God. Yes. Love yourself. Stay in the love frequency. And whatever you do, I want to give y'all another visual before I leave. Whatever you do, don't allow your soul to be taken. You see these geese right here? If they had souls, I don't know if they got souls or not, but if they had souls, their soul is at rest. What a life. Hanging with your family. These geese got it made. They chilling. I ain't saying they got everything perfect. They sit out here and eat, chill by the beach all. When you imagine living a life chilling with your family and the ones that you love by the beach all day? Every once in a while, I guess whoever the leader is over here, say, let's go for a swim. They go out for a swim, catch a fish or two. They say, let's go for a flight. Let's fly, let's go fly that way for a little while. Then we come back and chill on the beach. And that's the equivalent of their life. If somebody say, well, that's boring, but no, it ain't. I think it's a great life. It's better than being stressed out, going to work, and all this other stuff, trying to, maintain and pay bills. These geese ain't worrying about no bills. They ain't worrying about trying to go to work. They chilling by the beach. Look at them. They chilling by the beach. Even these two old ladies, see, they chilling by the beach. Even those two old, I guess they old ladies, they sound like old ladies. Even two old ladies out there swimming in the lake. They chilling. I don't know if they're retired or what. But I'm gonna end this video before my battery go dead. But don't allow your soul to be taken. Yes, your mind, your will, and your emotions must remain with you. It must remain with you. Don't allow this, whatever this is, this big, I think it's a big farce. But don't allow your soul to be taken. All right, this is Jerome Strickland. Glad y'all came back to my video. And I'll see y'all next time. And let me give y'all some good scenery out there. Look at that. Beautiful. Two old ladies in the pool, but beautiful. All right, I'll see y'all next time. God bless.